We got more clips from minicamp, and today we're going to be looking at the Denver Broncos and watch Bo Nix sling the rock around. But before we do, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're talking about these rookies every single day this offseason, from rookie camp to OTAs and minicamp to training camp, everything in between. On top of your veterans, on top of your favorite players, click that button. Stop missing out on what your players are doing behind the scenes. But today, we're looking at Bo Nix, and we're seeing what he's going to do at camp today. Minute and 13 clips from the latest practice. We're going to let these roll. Here he is. Ball getting out there. Here's another one. These are from the Denver podcast. Shout out to them. Courtland Sutton. Courtland Sutton has been looking good too in camp. He's been looking quick. He's been looking assertive. He's got a little pop in his step from what I've saw in clips. Maybe I'll get a video out on him. There's Bo Nix. We'll talk ball on him too, but right now we're looking at the clips here. Getting the ball out. Here's a slow-mo. Like the first one. I can say this. We've looked at 5, 6, 7 clips of him from rookie camp to now. And honestly, the ball's coming out good. He's been accurate. He's been on point. Not many throws have been off point. He's been looking better on a lot of throws than he have looked worse. He's been looking good. And from what we're hearing about Bo Nix, mind you, it's minicamp season, OTA season, so it's against air. But considering where we're at right now in the process, he's looking good. He's looking better than expected. He's got some upside there. And the thing about him is he's not a flashy quarterback. He's a quarterback that gets under center, gets his pre-snap read, and takes what's available to him, does not make many mistakes. And that's something you kind of want out of a rookie quarterback, especially when you got like the 5th one off the board. When you're doing that, you want a quarterback that doesn't make mistakes, that is very safe with the ball, makes sound, smart decisions. You have that with Bo Nix. That's what we saw at Oregon. You got Troy Franklin there, his wide receiver from Oregon, so he can gel with him. Courtland Sutton has been looking good in camp. We got to see if Bo Nix will be claimed the starter, but we're still trying to get the training camp too. We'll have a lull right before training camp while we're waiting, and then boom, training camp will happen, and training camp ramps up. So it's kind of like more intense mini camp, and then it ramps up to pads, 1v1s, starts getting heated, and the ramp up happens fast. From the first practice to like the third, it starts ramping up quick. And we'll have the clips from that. But right now, from rookie camp to OTAs to minicamp, he's been looking good. He's been looking solid for a rookie. He has been looking good in all the highlights from what I've read. They're saying that he's looking good from what the people are saying from the analysts who are watching him right now. Again, the people they're filming, like you see in the background, they're only there for parts of practice. They're not there for the whole thing. They're getting questions and answers, but they're not always getting everything said to them. So you got to take everything with a grain of salt, even with these clips here, because you're only getting so much. It's not like you're getting every throw. You're getting all the throws that's been posted, all the throws that were available to them showing it off. But from what we've seen from Bo Nix, compared to the rookie quarterbacks we've looked at, he's been looking good. He's been looking good. He's been looking solid. We got a lot of clips on him. He's got a lot of upside in this offense. We can gel with this team. Again, this is a big retooling process for the Broncos. They're going to be changing a lot. They'll be getting weapons over time. So be patient with Bo Nix. We're not saying he's coming out and being Patrick Mahomes. We're saying he's ahead of schedule with his development. We still got a lot of work to do. He's going to prove a lot of people wrong more than likely. He's going to be on the field as a starter sooner than later. I'm not saying week 1, but sooner than later for sure. And Bo Nix is a very safe quarterback prospect who's safe and sound with the football. If he can tap into his upside, if he can tap into his potential, which is with every prospect, then you might see some glorious things. But right now, what we're seeing is a quarterback who's ahead of schedule, who's looking good on the field, against air right now, but still, it's progress. It's something to look at. And then on top of that, we have good feelings about him as we go into training camp. That's why you need to click that subscribe button right now, though. We will have his clips from training camp. We'll be talking about what we're hearing from him on training camp, what he's doing there, and then you'll be able to see those highlights and make your own assumptions as well with that, with my commentary, with what I'm reading, with what we're seeing here on the highlights and everything else. We'll get a better depiction from that. But Bo Nix so far looking good. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.